lot of claw rides. I do a lot of tilts, 2-on-1 tilts, getting the wrist. But I really made a living off of claw ride my last couple of years in college. It seemed like it was a lot harder to ride guys in high school. You know, guys have maybe a good first 1 or 2 moves and then they stop moving. So if a guy gets moving a lot more, it's hard to hold on to him. So I felt like my claw ride would kind of slow guys down on top or on bottom, and then I could work what I wanted to. So how I start, I always started with my elbow, thumb outside, on the elbow, okay. So that's just a personal preference. I know a lot of kids start here, which is fine, but I feel like I have an advantage if I start here, just because I'm already inside the zone. Right there off the whistle, okay? If I'm outside the arm, you can cage off. So I like to start inside on the elbow right here. There's a couple ways to do it. You can go near shoulder right here, and like a plank or a tight waist. Okay, I like to go far shoulder, which how I get this is I drop my chest all the way down, and I drop my shoulders. My shoulders like in the ball right here. Okay, so I slide down, and then I reach in really high. And then I replace, I get my chest back up on his back right here. It makes it a lot more tight for him. Compared to just grabbing this claw right here. That's not very tight. So I like to get my chest down, my shoulders down, grab it, and then I come back up on top, right there. And I feel like there's a lot more pressure. The first tilt that I'll do, I learned from a teammate that I had at Boise State. He goes claw and then tight waist. How I get my tight waist is I have to do the same thing. I go to this far side and I reach to get my tight waist, and then I come back up on top. And that's a little bit big, it's a little harder to get, but I can't just reach for that tight waist right here. My hand's like on his stomach, on his belly button, that's not far enough. So I go all the way to the other side and reach down as far as I can. What I'm doing is I'm rolling towards this claw side right here. I roll this way, all the way over, okay? And there's a moment where his hips are right in my hips. I'm gonna let go of my tight waist, and I'm gonna put my hand right down his spine, right here. It's gotta be right down his spine so it blocks his shoulder blade, and I lock my hands right there. So it blocks his shoulder blade so he can't roll through. I have him stuck right here. And I just like to pinch my knees to finish it off. I pinch my knees and I block this leg from turning back into me. Okay, and I'll get my 3 near fall there. So, you move, drop my shoulder to my chest, get my claw deep right here, drop to the other side, get my tight waist. And this move only works if I have a tight, I have to have everything tight, especially my tight waist. If I have a loose tight waist right here, it's not going to work. This guy's just going to roll through. So I drop down, get my claw, get a tight waist, okay, and I'm rolling. Hand right down the spine, right here, and my claw hands on top, on my lock, right there. And my tip. Okay. And my lock's just like this. Okay, I don't know what they call it, but there's no thumbs. I see a lot of kids doing this these days at camps. And I have to remind them that your thumb's the weakest part of your lock. So you don't want it in your lock. A lot of the best locks there are in wrestling, there's no thumbs. They're just fingers. So right there, just like that. So one more time. Chest down, claw, tight waist, hand down the spine, my forearms down the spine, and then I'm pinching right there. Get my back points. Okay, my next tilt. I've seen a lot of guys do this. I started doing it in high school, and it worked pretty good. Kind of chokes guys out, but it's legal. I don't know why it shouldn't be. It's like cheating the system, I guess, but it's good. I had a team in Boise. I showed it to them. They started calling it the Chamberlain choke. And I had to tell them to knock it off. Moms were starting to get upset. So, just to let you know, it's not my move. I've seen a lot of really good wrestlers all over the country do it, and I like it, so I like to show it. It's from a claw. This time I go to claw right here, and I go to the far side, and I put my knee right up on his thigh, right there. And I'm pulling it almost back, almost in my lap right here. I have a lot of pressure back into myself right here. And you can go to the wrist, right here. You grab a wrist and tilt him here for your back points. Or if you want to be mean, you can go over the top right here. And I just grab my own forearm. Right there. And I pinch. I just pinch right there on his neck. It gets pretty tight. So, do a couple more times. I think the whole key to my claw ride is the start of it, where I drop my chest. Drop my chest and my shoulders to get it deep. Right there. Okay, I'm getting back up top. So there's a lot of pressure right here. It's not like I'm just laying on it. So drop my shoulder, my chest, get it back up, and I'm pulling it back right here. And then I'm blocking just right on my own forearm. Right there. And then I'm pinching my knees. Right there. Pinching my knees so he can't roll back into me. Pinch my knees and block his leg. This one. I don't like to throw legs in too much, so I try not to do it as much as I can. I know a lot of wrestlers that are comfortable there on the claw ride stuff. When you're tilting the guy, if you want to throw a leg in, that's usually okay. I just don't like to, so I just pinch the body. So I'll show him one more time. Right here. Getting back up on him. And then I'm pulling him back right here. Pulling him back. Reaching over the top right here. Blocking on my own forearm. Pinching the knees. So there's a couple ones from a claw. Most of the other stuff I do from a claw just sets up my ride. So I'll go claw ride a lot. Claw. And then I like to come right out in front of the guy. I'll block his thigh with my knee right here. I'll block it and I'll pull it right down to the wrist. And from here I'm right ass forward. Over the wrist. And I'm right here, right here, right on the side. Right up to the butt crack, whichever you want. But I just like to grab the inside thigh. And then 1 inch from the shoulder right here. Right there. I know a lot of wrestlers, they get called for stalling. Okay, I was one of them in college. But I do a lot of tight waist rides too. And I used to go tight waist. I used to break a guy down to his hip, go tight waist right here and get my wrist. And then I'd just sit here, and the refs would always call me for stalling. So it made me not like to ride guys because I kept on getting called for stalling. So our coaches started teaching us this ride where all I do is I transfer right here my tight waist hand goes right in the seam right there, right on his thigh, and then I'm running forward. And right here, it looks like this bottom guy's not working very much. It looks like I'm working to get his arm out. I'm staying busy. In reality, I'm just kind of sitting here, driving his shoulder on the mat. And from here, you can get the elbow out, do all those turns here with the hand on the back. I just prefer to go to an arm bar right here. I go to an arm bar, and then I think my best turn with an arm bar was a tilt, which I don't think I could do on mat because it's too big, where I just reach through. I wasn't really strong enough. At 49 in college, 149 is kind of a tough weight class with big, strong guys. I was really young when I graduated high school. I was still 17, so I didn't have that strength yet. So I couldn't run an arm bar that much. I'd get stuck here, and I just couldn't run it over. It was impossible. The guys were, with shoulders as big as my legs. It didn't work. So I started going tight waist right here, and I grab his wrist, okay? Most of the time you can get it. If you're running it, the guy will post off your leg right there, okay? He'll block your leg so you can't run it, and you can grab his wrist, okay? From here, I go to the far side, and I block his hip, and I tilt him over on this side. Right there. That's my bar arm. I run it the same as Matt does with this hip down and my hand down right here, going forward. The only other move I did on top that I was really successful with in college was a bent leg turk, which you can't do in high school, so I'm not going to show that.
You show that last tilt again?
Yeah, oh yeah, sorry, I only showed it once, huh? Okay, so how I get to it, okay, I'll show it. Two ways. I either go to a claw ride, right here, I'll go to a claw ride and bump the guy to his hip. I like the guy to sit out on me as much as I can, right here, and sit to a hip. Okay, when he goes to a hip, that's when I'm transferring to my tight waist. Because I had a flank, and I'm transferring to a tight waist, and I reach across his body, just like my tilt that I showed earlier. Okay, see how far my hand is on his back? If he circles a little bit. And when I'm reaching, my tight waist is almost on his spine right there. Okay, and that's how deep I want it to get. Most guys, the tight waist are right here on his hip. I'm getting a couple more inches, dropping my shoulder down in there. So I bump him to his hip. Here, come up. Okay. So I go claw, bump him to his hip. I go tight waist, and then I get my wrist, and I'm running forward. And from here, I can ride a guy really good by just putting my knee right in his thigh. Or not in his thigh, in his hip, right there. It's right above his hip. And the only way, if he tries to belly out here and get his hips back up, it just makes it tighter. So the only way to beat it is to transfer your hips over to the other side, which a lot of high school kids don't know how to do. So it's a pretty successful ride for me. From right here though, I dig this arm out. Right here, go into the knee, dig the arm out, I get my bar arm, and then from here, I'm digging. It works better, I think, if you're running a bar and a guy comes up to his knees, okay? I feel uncomfortable here because I don't have control of his hips. I'm too high up with my bar, so I like to grab this wrist anyway. If I can grab this wrist, I'm in control. And what I'm doing, so I have a wrist and a bar, and I'm just blocking his far side, his hip. If he's down on his belly, I'm blocking his hip right here. My knee steps up right to his hip, and and I'm tilting it right over that far shoulder right here. Just like a 2-on-1 tilt right there. Get my point. I think a lot of my career, both in high school and in college, I was known, I don't know, the guys in college teased me that I did not attend anyone, but I would tech fall like probably 6 or 7 guys every year, just by tilting them a lot and taking them down a lot. I didn't really do a very good job of pinning guys, so I mostly just do cheap tilts. So I'll show that bar one more time, right here. Getting the guy to a hip, okay, you can go deep tight waist, forward claw, just right here, to a hip, getting that elbow to hit the mat. Anytime this elbow hits the mat, it's a free wrist, right there. So I'm driving forward, getting this arm out, and then I'm going to a bar. I gotta get his wrist, okay, and then I'm tilting that far side. I think you also can tilt by coming up here to a claw. Okay, so if you can't get his wrist, you can just go claw right here as you go over. There, you can roll all the way through too. So, bar, wrist.
You guys have any questions or want to see anything specific?
Yeah.
Mine? Mine was just a straight punch across stand up off the whistle, but if